Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. Today we're going to talk about 11 facts about alcohol abuse. This is just a continuation from the last few videos about drug abuse, alcohol abuse, about facts on getting help, about treatments. So this is 11 facts about alcohol abuse. First, I want to give a shout out to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. 516-485-2741. That's 516-485-2741. That's Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. He's an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. You can also Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's www.odysseyconsultant.org. www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money on your eyeglasses. If you need new frames, they have full frames, half frames, no frames. They have approximately 1,200 different selections, ladies, men's, and kids. They have progressive lenses, line bifocals, single vision, transitions, photochromatics, polarization. The coatings include UV coating, they include anti-reflecting coating, scratch coating. They also have polarized lenses. All that's available at www.globaleyeglasses.com. Give me a text at 631-599-0218 and let me help you with your glasses. I have over 30 years experience in the optometry business. Give me a text at 631-599-0221. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. 11 facts about alcohol abuse. Every year in the U.S., roughly 5,000 people under the age of 21 die from alcohol-related incident, including car crashes, homicides, suicides, alcohol poisoning, and other related injuries. Number 2, alcohol is a substance that impairs judgment when consumed and can lead to drinking and driving, unattended sexual activity, violence, or other dangerous behaviors. Number 3, men are consistently more likely than women to drink in excess and are 2 times more likely to be involved in a fatal alcohol-related car accident. Offer to be designated driver for your parents and loved ones to ensure that everybody makes it home safe. That is the common sense thing to do. 70% of 18-year-olds admit to drinking an alcohol beverage at least once, while 80% of college-age students report consuming alcohol on a regular basis. Number 4, binge drinking is when a large amount of alcohol is consumed in a short period of time. For men, this is 5 or more drinks within 2 hours. For women, 4 or more drinks within the same time period. Next one is number 5. 18 to 34-year-old binge drink the most. Binging can lead to unplanned pregnancy, car accidents, spread of sexually transmitted diseases, violence, or other alcohol dependence. Number 7, 2/3 of high school students who drink do so to the point of intoxication. Number 8, approximately 17% of men, 8% of women will be dependent on alcohol in their lifetime. Number 9, there are roughly 80,000 deaths that are related to alcohol abuse every year, making it the 3rd highest cause of death in the U.S. Number 10, alcohol abuse can lead to long-term health issues like cardiovascular disease, cancer of the throat, liver or mouth, anxiety and depression, dementia, liver disease, and many, many other diseases. Number 11, alcohol poisoning is a short-term consequence of drinking in excess, which can cause a loss of consciousness, coma, or even death. Here are some facts about alcoholism. Among all sources of disease, alcohol stands preeminent as a destroyer. It sometimes makes the brain, more particularly, a seat of its venom and the victim of its cruelties. At another time, it hides itself in the inmost recess of the heart or coils around it like a serpent. Now it fixes upon the lungs, now upon the kidneys, upon the liver, the bladder, the pancreas, the intestines, and the skin. Understanding the disease of alcoholism only comes with a full understanding of substance alcohol, a chemical that poses as a drug and food capable of creating pleasurable euphoria, but most importantly, an extraordinary pain. Folks, what is alcohol? The vast qualities of alcohol find it's classified as three different entities: a chemical, a drug, and a food. Alcohol, the chemical. Ethyl alcohol, or ethanol, is a byproduct of yeast. When yeast is mixed with fruits, potatoes, or berries, for example, it releases an enzyme that converts into sugars in those substances into carbon dioxide and alcohol. This process is called fermentation. Fermentation is used to produce the different types of alcohol commonly consumed by individuals, including beer, wine, liquor, and pure alcohol. What is commonly misunderstood about alcohol is we drink it in a wide variety of substances, including producing the substance, many of which are designed for human consumption because they are very dangerous. These substances include aluminum, lead, magnesium, silicone, zinc, glucose, fructose, acetic and lactic acids, and carbon dioxide. While these substances are considered harmless in minimal amounts, many have proven fatal for unsuspecting drinkers. Cobalt, for example, was once used to increase the foamy head in certain beers. Years went by before researchers finally linked the mineral with a rising cancer rate to all beer drinkers. What is alcohol, the drug? Alcohol is the most commonly used drug in the world, mostly because individuals don't classify it as dangerous drug like other illicit substances. Fact of the matter is, alcohol is a very dangerous substance. It's easily accessible and highly addictive. Commonly associated as a depressant, alcohol actually acts both as a sedative and a stimulant, depending on the amount consumed. Many studies have shown that low doses of alcohol will do the following: increase blood flow, accelerate heart rate, excite spinal and brain stem reflexes, and increase the conduction and transmission of nerve impulses. Because of these common effects, alcohol is considered a stimulant in low doses. As a matter of fact, the stimulant effects of alcohol abuse are often what keep individuals coming back for even more. Without the positive euphoria associated with drug abuse, or alcohol abuse, I should say, many individuals would lose interest in drinking. However, with higher dose of alcohol, it quickly becomes a sedative, which slows down vital functions and can cause the following: slurred speech. See that? I'm even slurring now, and I don't even drink. Unsteady movement, inability to react quickly and think rationally, distorted judgment, nausea, dizziness, sweating, breathing difficulties, blackouts, and the list keeps going. Why alcohol rehab? Why is it necessary? Alcoholism is a progressive disease, and as it worsens, one of the most difficult hurdles is getting an alcoholic to accept that they are addicted to alcohol. An alcoholic is able to drink more and more as their life falls apart due to the extent of their denial. The strong defensive mechanism is a big part of alcoholism, allowing the alcoholic to continue drinking alcohol without seeing seriousness of their alcohol addiction problem or negative effects of alcohol. What does that really mean, people might ask? When a person says they have a problem with alcohol addiction and they need alcohol rehab, you should believe them. I admit to having a drinking problem, but what bothers me is how do I deal with the feelings of guilt and shame after drinking alcohol? What I would like to know is, are there specific strategies for making morning after less hard on my conscience? I often try to quit, even with therapy, but I'm only thinking about dealing with what definitely seems to be an alcohol addiction. This is what many people out there say to themselves. On the same token, an individual struggling with alcohol abuse may never see the extent of their problem and not ask for help ever. After going through the pages of whyalcoholrehab.com, you and your family will be able to recognize the symptoms of alcoholism and have a better grasp on the progressive disease. Understanding the many effects of alcohol abuse will help you and your loved one realize the extent of the addiction and seek proper alcohol rehab. Alcohol rehab doesn't just tell people to stop drinking alcohol. Successful and patient alcohol rehab centers have experience at helping people change their entire way of thinking and handling life without alcohol as their crutch. A professional alcohol rehab center can offer a variety of alcohol recovery services to ensure the highest rate of success when helping persons become sober. A person suffering from alcoholism often feels as if the world and everyone is against them and that nobody can understand what they're going through. Perhaps it helps to know that alcohol rehab center staff knows exactly the person is going through, as many of the staff have already undergone alcohol rehab treatment on their own. Listen to these facts. Every year in the U.S., approximately 5,000 people under the age of 21 die due to some sort of alcohol accident. Listen to this fact. Alcohol is a substance that impairs judgment when consumed and can lead to drinking and driving, unintended sexual activity, violence, or other dangerous behaviors. Men are consistently more likely to drink in excess of 2 or more drinks than women, and they are also more likely to have a fatal accident. Binge drinking is when a large amount of alcohol is consumed in a short period of time. For men, it would be 5 or more drinks. For ladies, 4 or more. 18 to 34-year-olds binge drink the most. Binging can lead to unplanned pregnancy, car accidents, spread of sexually transmitted disease, violence, and alcohol. 2/3 of all high school students who drink do so to the point of intoxication. Approximately 17% of men and 8% of women will depend on alcohol sometime in their lifetime. There are roughly 80,000 deaths that are related to alcohol abuse every year, making it the 3rd highest cause of death in the U.S. alone. Alcohol abuse can lead to long-term health issues like cardiovascular disease, cancer of the throat, liver, or mouth, anxiety, depression, dementia, liver disease, and many other diseases. Alcohol poisoning is a short-term consequence of drinking in excess, which can cause loss of consciousness, coma, and even death. The facts of alcoholism. What is alcohol? A vast qualities of alcohol find it's classified as 3 different entities. It is a chemical, a drug, and a food. Now, what is alcohol, the chemical? It has ingredients like aluminum, lead, magnesium, silicone, zinc, glucose, fructose, acid and lactic acids, and carbon dioxide. This is all in the stuff that you're putting down your throat. Alcohol, the drug. Alcohol is the most commonly used drug in the world, mostly because individuals don't classify it as a dangerous drug like any other illicit substance. Fact of the matter is, alcohol is a very dangerous substance. Here are some things that will happen to you if you drink too much alcohol. It'll increase your blood flow, accelerate the heart rate, excite spinal and brain stem reflexes, increase conduction and transmission of nerve impulses. Because of these common effects, alcohol is considered a stimulant in low doses. As a matter of fact, the stimulating effects of alcohol abuse are often what kept individuals from coming back for more. However, the higher doses of alcohol, it quickly becomes a sedative, which slows down vital functions that can cause slurred speech, unsteady movement, inability to react quickly or think rationally, distorted judgment, nausea, dizziness, sweating, breathing difficulties, blackouts, etc. Why would you want to go to alcohol rehab? Alcoholism is a progressive disease. As it worsens, one of the most difficult hurdles is getting alcohol to accept the addicted, that he or she is addicted to alcohol, which means they need to start breaking that wall of denial down. Go to whyalcoholrehab.com for all the information that I just read to you, and for much more information. A person suffering from alcoholism often feels that the world and everyone is against them, and that nobody can understand what they're going through. Perhaps it helps to know that in 99% of all alcohol rehab centers, the staff have gone through what you are going through. The first step is to break that wall of denial. You need to admit, and there is no shame in admitting, that you have a problem with either alcohol and or drug addiction. Because as long as you can't admit it to yourself, or even better, become transparent like I am and admit it to everyone, then you can never conquer your disease. You can never fight your disease. There are two functions. Break the wall of denial, which means, in plain English, is to admit you have a problem, and then go to your higher power and have God guide and direct you. Remember, your life wouldn't be where it is if you had some sort of 100% guidance and direction. Most people are born with a disease, whether it's alcoholism or drug addiction. It doesn't mean it cannot be beaten. We here at the Take Your Life Back Today show, or any other rehab center, or any other addiction recovery coach like Larry Geis at 516-485-2741, will teach you not only to have a better future outlook in life, but how to live in recovery. You need to understand that it's not just merely saying, I quit drinking. Because some of you guys that have gone to the point where you might need some treatment at a rehab center, a 30 or 60 or 90-day program. But once that's done, don't think that you can just walk on your merry way and it's all gone and behind you. You need to continuously get some sort of education on how to live in recovery, how to live a sober life. You need possibly follow-up therapy or counseling. You need people like myself and Larry Geis to utilize as a crutch. I get my counseling and my therapy each and every day when I do these videos. How do you say? I just read this whole 7-page article on this short video. In order for me to read this to you, is I had to do the research to get this information, to read it thoroughly, and then to respond to you. This, as I'm reading and talking to you, absorbs into my brain, and it's my therapy. And I've been doing this for over 2 years now, and it works. It 100% works for me. It's not to say it's going to work for you. You might need to go and continuously go to AA, or you might want to utilize any other support group. Each individual decides how and what is best for their own recovery. I will tell you this right now, that without a support group and without living and educating yourself how to live in recovery, you'll never succeed in recovery. Too many times have I seen where people said, I'm going to quit drinking, and within a week or two they were back to doing, and there's only one answer of why this happened. It's because, well, it's two answers. The first answer is I don't think they were ready to quit, and more importantly is that they did not follow through on how to learn to live a sober life in recovery. Folks, remember, if you start today, a sober today will promise you a better tomorrow. That is a guarantee. And if you start thinking positive, positive results will happen. Teach your children not to drink, not to smoke, not to use profanity, and there's only one way to teach your children, and that is by leading by example. You are their hero, you are their role model. If you need to drink and smoke and use profanity, do it in the outside of your home, don't do it in front of them. Remember, let today be the first day of your new life. Don't prolong it by saying, Ralph, I'll take care of it tomorrow, because not all of us will be here tomorrow. Too many times have I seen people in my age group, younger maybe, of course older, possibly say tomorrow is a new day for changes, because they, unfortunately, didn't have that chance. There are people, as I'm sitting here speaking right now, that are closing their eyes for the last time, that are taking their last breath. If you're watching me, and if I even planted 1% of information into your mind, and you have that 1% of doubt, work on changing today. I hope to God, no matter where you are watching my audience, that you have a great day. But I really hope and I really pray, no matter where you are in my audience, that you all have a sober rest of your life. And may God bless you.